Be strong.
Hello, kids! What's up? Join me in this new lesson. English 4, Quarter 3, Week 8, Elements of a Story. Before we proceed, please subscribe and click the notification bell for more updates of videos. Thank you! In this lesson, you are expected to analyze a story in terms of its story elements. Are you fond of reading stories? When reading a story, there are people or even animals who take part in the action. Stories happen in different times and places. They indicate part feelings. They could be joyful, brave, afraid, sad, loving, or threatening. When reading a story, you should take note of the story elements for better understanding. Let us read and understand the selection below. Okay, let us read all together. One day, a man wanted to sell his son's donkey to buy medicine for his sick wife. He brought the donkey to the market. "Could you buy my donkey?" he asked his friend in the store. "I'm sorry, I have no use for a donkey," his friend replied. So the man went to Francis' bookshop. "Could you buy me my donkey?" "No, I have truck that carries my goods," Francis said. Then he went to an old lady's pet shop. "Your donkey is too old to be my pet," complained the old lady. As the man was looking for somebody to buy his donkey, he met the baker's wife. "My husband is looking for a donkey to carry the sacks of flour from the port," she said. The man went to the baker and sold his son's donkey. He said, "Now I have money for my wife's medicine." Look at the given words. Look at the high the underlined words, the encircled words for this selection. Let's continue. What are the highlighted words in the story? The highlighted words there in the story is one day, market and a store, Francis bookshop, Our Lady's pet, and shop. Okay? Next question. What are the encircled words in the story? The encircled words are man, wife, his friend, Francis, lady, baker's wife, husband, baker. What are the underlined words in this story? Okay, these are the underlined words. He brought the donkey to the market. So the man went to Francis' bookshop. Then he went to an old lady's pet shop. Then another one, as the man was looking for somebody to buy his donkey, he met the baker's wife. Then the man went to the baker and sold his son's donkey. So again, what are the highlighted words there? One day, market and a store, Francis, bookshop, old lady's pet shop. How did you notice with these highlighted words? That tells us where, right? It answers the question where. And what are the encircled words in the story? Okay, like man, wife, his friend, Francis, lady, baker's wife, husband, and baker. So it answers the question who, right? Then what are the underlined words in the selection in the story? Okay, these are the underlined words. That tells about what happened to the story, right? Okay. Again, what are the highlighted words in the story? What are the encircled words in the story? What are the underlined words in the story? Okay, the highlighted words, as I said a while ago, one day, market, store, Francis bookshop, and old lady's pet shop in the story are the places and time when the story happened. So, they are the setting of the story. Again, if the story tells about the places and the time, it means to say that what part of the story is that they are the setting of the story. It answers where and when the story happened. Okay, the encircled words man, wife, his friend, Francis, old lady, baker's wife, husband, and baker are the characters of the story. Okay, characters, they're the one doing the story, right? Okay, then they are performing this story. Then the underlined words are the series of events that gives the plot of the story. The plot of the story includes the beginning, middle, and ending. It also includes the conflict and the resolution. The man lacks of money for his wife's medicine is the conflict. On the other hand, selling the donkey becomes the resolution of the conflict or the problem. So again, the parts of the story are the setting, the character, setting, and character, and the plot. Okay? Next. A story has three basic elements. These are the characters, the setting, and the plot, which includes the conflict and the resolution. A character is a person or animal who takes part in the action. In a story, the setting is the time and place wherein the story happens. A plot is a series of events and character actions that relate to the central topic. Okay, again, what are the three basic elements? These are the characters, the setting, and the plot. So characters, what do you mean characters? Character is a person or animal who takes part of the action in the story. And it tells us who are they? Who are the performers of the story? Okay, then the setting um, is the time and place where the story happens. Where and when the story happens, right? And a plot is a series of events that the character actions that relate to the central topic. And the plot, the three parts of the plot is the beginning, the middle, and the ending. Okay? Now, let us have this one. Read the story below and analyze it in terms of its story elements. Given in the following numbers are the elements of the story. Then identify them As to setting, character, or plot, do this in your notebook. Let us read all together. One Saturday morning, Peter woke up early to prepare breakfast for her mother. It was his mother's birthday, and he wanted to surprise her. He cooked fried rice, fried egg, and hot dog for her. He set the table and put the cake that he bought yesterday. When his mother came out of her room, she was very surprised. Okay, the first one, Peter's mother. Second, one Saturday morning. Third, Peter cooks breakfast to surprise her mother on her birthday. Then fourth, Peter. Then five, Peter's mother was surprised to see her breakfast and birthday cake. Again, you have to identify the elements of the story, if it is setting, character, or plot. So let's start with number one, Peter's mother. Are you ready to answer? Okay, let us answer now. Peter's mother. What kind of element is this? Okay, of course, it's a character. How about one Saturday morning? What is your answer? One Saturday morning. What is your answer? Okay, good. It is the setting when the story happens, right? Okay, next, Peter cooks breakfast to surprise his mother on her birthday. So what is this part? What kind of element is this? So okay, good. If your answer is plot, you're right. Next one. Number four, Peter. Character, very good. How about number five? Okay, plot. So good job, kids. The next one, try to read the story below and complete the table by analyzing the underlined story elements. Okay, so let us read. Once again, let us read all together. It was summer. The Solomon family wanted to go on a journey. Dad wanted to go to Cebu. Mom wanted to go to Bohol. Mark and Benedict wanted to go to Boracay. They loved going to the ocean. In the end, the family decided to go to Boracay. They went to the seashore right away. The sand on the beach was fine and white. There were boats with white sails on the blue sea. Mark built a sand castle. Benedict decided to ride a bike, but he bumped into a rock and fell. He got all bruised and bloated. Benedict was sad. He could not swim that day. Okay, let us analyze the underlined story elements. Let us answer this one. The elements of the story for the setting. Where and when the story happened. Okay, where and when the story happens. For the setting, okay, it's summertime and the seashore and beach. How about the character? Who are the characters of the selection? Okay, so if your answer is Dad, Mom, Mark, Benedict, you're right. How about the plot? So here, okay, the Solomon family wanted to go on journey. The family decided to go to Boracay. Mark built a sandcastle. Benedict decided to ride a bike, but he bumped into a rock and fell. Then Benedict was sad. So these are the plot. Okay? Okay. Another one. Read the story below and analyze its elements. Encircle the setting, underline the character, and box the plot. or event in items 1 to 5. Let us read again. At 5 o'clock in the morning, the sun came up. A friendly ladybug flew in from the left. It saw a leaf with many aphids on it and decided to have them for breakfast. But just then, a grouchy ladybug flew in from the right. It too saw the aphids and wanted them for breakfast. "Good morning," said the friendly ladybug. "Go away," shouted the grouchy ladybug. "I want those aphids." "We can share them," suggested the friendly ladybug. "No, they're mine. All mine," screamed the grouchy ladybug. Okay, first one, friendly ladybug. Second, 5 o'clock in the morning. Third, it saw a leaf with many aphids on it and decided to have them for breakfast. Fourth, grouchy ladybug shouted on the friendly ladybug. So according to the direction, you have to encircle the setting, okay, and underline the character and box the plot or event. So the first one, what's this? Let us, what is the correct answer here? So friendly ladybug is a character, so you have to underline friendly ladybug. So if you underline this one, you're right. Then 5 o'clock in the morning. So if it is the setting, what will you do? So if you encircled 5 o'clock in the morning, it means you're right. Then number 3. It saw a leaf with many aphids on it and decided to have them for breakfast. So it is a plot or event. If it is a plot or event, you have to box this. So if you box this, it means to say that you're doing right. Then the fourth one, grouchy ladybug shouted on the friendly ladybug. So another plot. So you have to box this. If you box this, of course, you're definitely correct. Another exercises. So let us read the paragraph below and analyze the story by completing the diagram. Look at the diagram here. Look at the three elements, the setting, characters, and events. So let us read and analyze this one, this passage, this story. Are you ready to read? Okay, let's start now. Every Friday afternoon, the parents of Mayao Parada Elementary School go to their children's learning center. They submit the answer sheets to the teachers and at the same time get the new one for the following week. They are making sure that they are observing health protocols by wearing face masks and face shield. They are also spraying alcohol and following physical distancing. The situation is challenging for parents and teachers and especially the pupils. But they are working hand in hand to continue learning in this time of pandemic. So now let us analyze. What are the setting? Who are the characters? And how about the events or the plot? Are you ready? Okay, let us start now. In this election, what is the setting? Okay, the correct answer is every Friday afternoon and in Mayao Parada Elementary School. So if your answer is this, you're correct. How about the characters, kids? How about the characters? Okay, the characters are the parents and the teachers. Okay, then how about the events? How about the events? Okay, the events are They submit the answer sheets to the teachers at the same time to get the new one for the following week. And what is the next one? They are making sure that they are observing health protocols by wearing face mask and face shield. And the last one also. So there are only two events, asking for two events. So we're going to give two only. Okay? But in events, there must be the beginning, the middle, and the ending. But the direction here, all you have to do is um, to complete the diagram with numbers. So there are two settings, there are two characters, and two events. But it can be five events, it can be four, so on and so forth. So another one, read the story, Pablo and the Eggs. Analyze the story and complete the graphic organizer below by supplying its elements. Okay, let us read again all together, please. Pablo and the Eggs. Pete the grasshopper and his friend Pablo, the praying mantis, were playing in the garden. One day, they found some small round objects in the grass. Pablo wanted to play with them because they they look like small balls. He was about to pick them up when Pete stopped him. Those are not playthings. They look like small eggs, Pete said. No, they are not eggs. I am going to play with these balls, Pablo insisted. He got two and prepared to throw them. Suddenly, the eggs broke and out came little bugs. Pablo was surprised. Oh, they're alive, he said as each ran in different directions. Pete laughed at the frightened Pablo. See, I told you. Okay, this one. So let's find out the title, the setting, characters, and plots. So I'm going to give you the answers for the title, for this setting, only one, and characters, and the beginning plot. But you are going to continue answering in your own. So, by the way, what's the title of the selection? The title of the selection is Pablo and the Eggs. Okay. So the next one, how about the setting? Okay, in the garden. How about the character? So Pete and the beginning. Pete the grasshopper and his friend Pablo, the praying mantis, were playing in the garden. So that's the beginning one. And the middle, you can find out that they are in the given passages. Okay, about the ending also. And another character, not only Pete, he is Pablo. And another setting, you're going to write it here. Do you understand? Okay, continue answering now. That's all for today, kids. And thank you for being with me for this endeavor. And again, don't forget to subscribe this and click the notification bell for more updates to videos. Thank you, kids. Stay safe. Bye bye. God bless us all.